Good morning everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Happy Factorio with Bob Spots. This is episode 65, take 2. And unfortunately I had this really strange problem with my microphone. Windows for some reason, I don't know if it's a Windows problem or some other problem. I blame Windows because it's relatively safe to blame Windows for all the computer problems. Sometimes you're wrong, but usually you're not. So, the weird thing that happened is that for some reason it connected and disconnected the microphone all the time. So like half the time you could hear what I'm saying and half the time you couldn't. So basically 3 episodes in, I recorded 3 episodes like that. This was quite a while ago because after that I couldn't record anymore. I was just too angry at that. So after a quite long break, fortunately I had Factorio recorded much in advance. I'm basically redoing the things I've done before. Which is kind of nice because I actually remember what the hell I was doing, because normally if I took a break that long I would have no recollections what the hell was going on. Okay, so what's going on here? So this is my sorting loop, and I have a single output for all kinds of gems, and this output for all kinds of gems is going to go here and they're going to be processed in a way that's actually can process all kinds, because my previous gem processor consumed all the grinding wheels and all the polishing solution, everything else, just on rubies and nothing else. So other kinds of gems were not actually processed. I think gems are useful for modules, and I think it's way past time for modules. Actually, why the hell am I doing filtering this stuff? Just insert them directly. There's really no reason to filter anything. And okay, so the next step is going to be just output to a bunch of chests. It's not a very complicated setup. I'm just going to repeat the setup I had before, but really it's not complicated anyway. So this is requester, 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 request another requester. So let's just connect it. So step 1 is obviously to... actually step 1 is just to connect electricity here. Oh well, we'll do it later. Electricity, electricity, electricity is here. Good. So step 1 is just to process gems into... Wait, actually that doesn't seem like it's working very well. Okay, I'm just going to do it differently. I'm going to have a buffer. Okay, so let's kill all of this. So I'm just going to do it slightly differently, not very differently, just a tiny bit. So I'm just actually going to use smart inserters and 1 extra level of buffers just to make it smoother, because as you could see, some of them were not operating because there was too much of one gem and not enough of other kinds of gems. Okay, so let's request here. These are requesters for... The only reason they request is if I accidentally pick some of that up. Okay, so this is now fast inserter, and the same 6 factories as before. So everything is going to be manufactured locally, and I'm just going to have enough of grinding wheels and polishing wheels and everything else that I can process all the gems that are coming. Alright. So here's a question, can I copy it like that? Okay, I can copy it like that. Can I copy it like... No, I cannot copy into Smart Inserter, so I actually have to do it manually. It's not too bad. Okay, raw diamonds. You need raw topaz. You need raw amethyst. Okay, so let's actually copy stuff into chests, but request maximum. Request maximum. Request maximum, and actually let's connect and make sure it starts working. It'd be nice to actually have a larger electric poles. I mean, they're working fine, but I think there's at least 1 more level of electric poles that's even bigger than the ones here. Okay, so all this should work. Okay, let's copy this, copy all this. Now, oh, and another thing I've noticed is that the quality is kinda horrible. Like, there are a lot of... Not on average quality, but like, there's a lot of glitches in my recording whenever there's like factor of modes and I zoom out. So, depending on what I do, is sometimes recording looks just fine, well, most of the times, and sometimes like, I think like all the bitrate is being used by robots, so there's nothing... so there's no bitrate left for anything other than robots. I wish I could just like disable those robots visually. Or maybe not disable, but like somehow make them like slightly less. I don't know. Okay, where the hell are the chests? Why the chests are not here? Like seriously, okay, the chests are here, but this is... Okay, request a chest? No, I have request a chest. What the hell is this? These are request a chest. Oh, so why? I somehow got confused with active provided chests. Like seriously, you can see how many factory robots are here. This is just murderizing my bitrate. If I zoom it out, there's probably some glitches going on. It seems to be random, so I increase the maximum quality to maybe help here. Okay, so it seems that there's another problem, is that the entire loop is stuck because there's no safety. There's basically no safety valve like of this kind that forces the loop to move no matter what happens. I think a safety valve like that, yeah, it's just here to force the loop to move. It doesn't do anything else. I had the same one here, and it, as you can see, it actually starts sorting. So I think the sorting speed is fine. It's just like the loop can get stuck. Well, I guess I can upgrade the loop. There's no reason to... Oops. There's no reason to make the loop slow. It's a mixed loop, not just a one product. It just supports 6 different products, so maybe it should be fast. I have so many levels, so like making something at level 2 makes no sense. I can just at least level 3 that. And the same here. Let's make the entire loop, everything here level 3. Oh wait, why do I have so many? There's really no reason for that many. Alright, so this is the first step of processing. The second step of processing, so I had like slightly tricky layout here. It wasn't like crazy tricky, but it was just slightly tricky. So, the next level requires this requires just water. But I'm just using a long inserter to insert into this stage so I can collect water relatively straightforwardly instead of just doing some crazy routing. So it requires water, and it also requires grinding wheels, which we're going to make. Okay, so let's cut it. So I hope this series is not going to just get wrecked by bitrate problems. Because I'm using bots so much more than usually, and before I didn't really have any bitrate problems. Like Factorio just looked fine. Is it fine? Okay, it looks fine. So I hope it still looks fine. If it looks really dreadful, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm playing this as a game, and I will just continue playing this as a game, even if it's for some reason I won't be able to, to stream it. Well, to record it for YouTube. So I will finish the campaign anyway, but I would really prefer if this was, if this had a decent quality. Okay, so I need to connect water somehow, and I think there's a lot of water around, so that shouldn't be too hard. But actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect everything else. I'm just going to connect the liquids last. So I remember the ratios. I calculated the ratios, and it took me a lot of time of. What is this? These grinding wheels. So the ratio of grinding wheels to those is 2 to 6 is enough to saturate them. So in my original setup, I had just had 1, and that was not enough, but 2 should be enough. So grinding wheel. So it's still in silicon carbide, and I don't think I have silicon carbide. I might actually already have it. I know in the 3 episodes I recorded, I finally completed everything, so it's not far away, but I don't think it's there yet. So requester, copy this here. So you should get like 500. Wait, the ratio is kind of silly. Okay, so let's get 100 of those, and let's get 500 of those. And we're going to balance everything, so like that. Okay, so this stage should be working, other than the fact that it doesn't have water. So let's get the next stage already. Oh no, it's actually not going to work because we still need inserters. I mean, it's nothing really complicated. The only complicated thing was just doing all the spreadsheeting to see that... Come on! Just... Why did it output... wait, am I requesting still here? Oh yes, I was probably requesting it originally, and the bots were already coming before anything even happened. Okay, let's get rid of this nonsense. Let's get rid of this nonsense and all of this nonsense. Maybe I should stop using bots. It would be so much more difficult to just set up everything without bots. I mean, in vanilla it's totally doable. There's nothing really complicated in vanilla that requires bots. But with Bob's mods, Bob's needs mods, yes. No, mods needs bots. Fuck's sake, I can't even speak. I used to be able to speak. I don't know. Speaking is relatively not that difficult. I have no idea why I have a problem now. I guess it's an early morning and I decided, oh, you know what I haven't done in a while? I have not played any Factorio. I played some other games, but I have not played Factorio. And actually I haven't streamed any, I haven't recorded any games in ages, ever since my microphone problem, so it's entirely possible that it will end up that this microphone is still not usable and everything is just going to be wasted. I'm just going to have to watch the entire thing and see. Because if this is a hardware problem, that's not a problem, but it seems that it's just specific to one USB port. So if it's connected to one USB port, it's totally broken. Like, it connects and disconnects every 5 seconds, and I'm not even told until I finish recording and try to watch it again. Like, there's no notification of any kind, like, nothing whatsoever. It just doesn't work. Okay, so I need the polishing wheel and polishing compound. So let's get it here. So, what are the speeds? Okay, so this is a much slower stage, so this requires 17.5 seconds, and this requires just 3.5 seconds, and the requirements is just 1 and 1. So a single input of every kind is going to be completely sufficient. So this is going to be the polishing compound. Where's polishing compound? It's of course in no logical place, because why would it be? I've heard that the next version of Factorio is going to have like a text input, so I'll be able to just search by text. Where the hell is this? Oh, fuck's sake, where the fuck is this shit? Where is it? Here. Oh, okay, because this requires a chemical factory, that's why it wasn't showing. I thought this is some crazy nonsense. Okay, so I have level 3 factory for no value. Okay, so it goes here and here, so this is going to be the polishing wheel. Polishing wheel, polishing wheel, polishing wheel. It's polishing wheel. Okay, so I'm going to use real wood, actually, not synthetic wood, because I really have a crazy amount of wood. Wait, that's completely wrong. So we're going to cut the wood. Where is wood now? Intermediate products. Actual wood. Okay, actual wood. So let's request here. And like that. Okay, so this part should be working as soon as I connect everything. So now we need to get some alumina. So it's connected alumina. Let's request, I don't know, 100. Like here. And now we need to get a buffer for light oil. And okay, connection, connection, connection. Oops. And some passive provider chests. I don't think I'm going to need active provider chests. Another thing I could do is I could actually make it make a lot more of those stages, because right now, well, maybe this is actually wrong, because this is the speed at which this is operating is 1 every 3.5 seconds. This is 1 every 17.5 seconds. So this is 5 times slower. So it's going to get stuck on this stage. Why aren't you outputting this stuff? Oh no, you're not inputting because you don't have water. Okay, I got confused. Alright, so output. So if this happens to be insufficient, I will just create some mini buses here and expand this stage. There's not much space, but there's enough space to do at least 2 or 4 or some number. I guess scaling it to 4 should be just fine. Alright, so let's just get... I'll just space them a bit closer this time. Does it? No, that's too far. I'm just going to remove this one. Okay, so do you... Okay, you don't have... Okay, let's just get this. So let's say you require 100 steel. You should require wood. So require some large number of wood. That 2000 wood. So I don't know if wood is actually is currently supplied, or is all the wood in the resin requester chest, because it's entirely possible the wood is all stuck. Oh, this seems stuck. Well, I guess even if this is stuck, there's still more, a lot more chests, so we can expand it here. So I'm just going to copy this. Oh no, actually that is completely useless. I'm just going to copy it here. Okay, so if any of those stages seem stuck, I'm just going to expand it down. The entire, like every one of those lines can be expanded to like 30 of them. Okay, this seems to be really stuck. I mean, seems to be producing a lot actually. That doesn't mean it's actually stuck. Alright. And apparently it's not actually fast enough. I'm kind of surprised. Why? Wait, what? Oh, okay, so this is the loop. So the loop is really full from this point. Wait, what is this? This overflow is just strange. Okay, so why is the loop full here and nowhere else? Oh, okay, so the loop is stuck because this mine basically has priority based on where it's located. Alright, anyway, so we need to connect light oil and then we need to connect water. And I'm going to try to just to do this one thing. Yes, I can already feel the glitches that are going to happen. So I'm just going to do this one thing here. Just so I can actually verify that it's working. Because if it's not working, I'm just going to buy a new microphone. I don't know if this is a Windows problem or this is a problem with... Okay, lighter is here, but there's not that much of it. Oh, well, whatever. So I don't know if this is a Windows problem or this is a USB port problem or what kind of problem is this. Wait, oh, so you are filling them with this... Wait. Okay, I just disabled that. I did not take it apart. Okay, water is going to be easier to connect. Water is here. I don't want to carry water by robots. Okay, water is actually even here, so this is even easier. And unfortunately, it's kinda gets in the way here. So let's say that the water is going to be here. Okay, let's say this is going to be the water and this is going to be light oil or something like that. Wait, that's the other way around. Okay, so let's connect water somehow. Like this. And water. Okay, this is going to be the water. So how can I get this? It has a pretty high range, so... it's probably easier to go from the other side. Okay, I should not zoom out because zooming out just creates a small risk of massive glitches. I don't know how real they're going to be. So I increased max bitrate in my recording program just in case this is going to solve the problem. The thing is, I never had this problem in any other series. And okay, that's mildly annoying. It seems to only have happened in Factorio and only with so many robots. Other than that, like, I maybe had like a glitches for like a frame or two, but like this seems to be really common when I'm just watching it now, at least the last episodes. So I'm not sure what the hell is happening. It's also possible that maybe OBS is horrible. I mean, everybody seems to be using a different program, so OBS is the first one that actually worked for me, but it's not any like... Oh my god, OBS is the best just because something. I have no idea if OBS is actually even good. It's working for me for now, but that doesn't mean much. Okay, so I'm going to get light oil parallel to that, and I don't think it's going to actually work because I think one of the ingredients was actually not connected. I think silicon carbide. It was something that we started but never actually finished. Because it was also used for CPUs and for making level 4 ICs. Alright, so how is it working? Okay, so this is silicon carbide. Yes, this is silicon carbide. And no, surely we had some. We must have had some silicon carbide. For a simple reason... oh, no, this is carbide. Okay, sorry. I thought... I confused it with silicon nitrate. As you can see, they look basically the same, and yeah, whatever. Okay, so you're stuck because of this. So now let's connect... let's connect you... This is just a buffer. Okay, it gets exactly where I want it to go. I think it can just go under all of it. Alright. So actually connecting it with light oil might actually be somewhat difficult because there's a lot of stuff in a way, but we'll figure something out. Alright. It, like, those long-range pipes really make it much easier. It's not like crazy difference, but it's fairly significant. Okay, so it goes here. Actually, I could just connect it on this side. Okay, so let's say I connect it here. It should not... Oops! What have I done? Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I was just trying to rotate it. Okay, let's try not to mess it up. Not messing it up is pretty much key to everything in this game. Alright, so that part should work. It's not actually going to produce anything yet because we don't have one ingredient, silicon carbide. Or we don't have enough of it. I think we produced some ages ago. I think I disassembled it. So, and I'm going to connect it next episode. But for now, let's actually see if even this worked. So, this much. Okay, so this goes here. So you're actually making polishing compound. This is really sweet. I'm just going to increase the request to 500 just for a bigger buffer. So we have some steel. You have very little wood actually, but we might actually be able to fix it. And here, yes, you don't have that. Everything else works, and the early stages already work. Wow, that was fast. Perhaps this wasn't actually that great. I mean, if... Wait, this is a requester chest? Yes, it's a requester chest. I'm just going to make it an active provider chest. Unfortunately, I can't make it a storage chest of any kind, so I'm just going to make a requester chest here for every one of them. And yes, so let's disconnect that. So yeah, so the setup I ended up having is slightly different than the setup I had last time. Okay. Please get... Actually get all of them, I guess. No, get... No, this is fine. This is just fine. Okay. So it's kinda silly because we would like to have filtered storage. So if I had like... If I could make storage chests filtered, I would just set them here and... okay, what is this? Okay, so this is sapphire. Oh, and this is stuck because... Okay, this is stuck because the next level was stuck. Right, so let's set it up. I just need to make sure every one of them is set up. Alright. So if this is empty, it's just going to go straight like that, but mostly the robots are just going to get this out. Alright, so the next level... So this is a provider requester, provider requester, provider requester. I think this is all fine. Okay, yeah, the requester is full already. And I would like to just set up filtered storage chests just here. There's a robot port. If I just set up filtered storage just here, they would just work like that, but I can't. Anyway, yeah, so this is the next stage. And are you working? Okay, you're not working because you don't have a grinding wheel. And unfortunately, grinding wheel is something I cannot do in this episode because it requires fancy stuff to be done on the other side of the map. Oh, and robots. I think I have a bunch of robots with me that I really don't need. Oh, there's more space in the robot ports. Okay, did I get rid of all the robots? I think so. Okay, let's get rid of this as well. Okay, this is coal and it's getting finished already. Oh yes, quite soon I probably have to do something about coal. Well, assuming my microphone is working, because if my microphone is not working, I'll have to do something about getting a new microphone. I should have done like... It's kind of retrospectively obvious either way, so if it's a microphone problem, obviously I should have bought a new microphone. It's not that expensive or anything. The thing is, I don't know if it's a microphone problem, or if this is just a USB port problem, or just Windows being stupid. Because every one of those possibilities is possible. Possibilities tend to have this thing that they tend to be possible. They not often likely, but at least possible. And what I'm doing right now has really no reason to be done. It's kind of pointless. But it's going to make the base slightly nicer, so I'm doing this pointless thing that makes base slightly nicer. Can I actually get it all the way? No, I can't. Well. Good. And here, and here. Okay, so I'm going to end the episode now, and I'm going to check how well it's recorded, or how horribly it's recorded. So you can see all the gems are here. That's not gems, that's nickel ore. Wow. I wish I had filtered storage, that would just make everything, managing everything so much simpler. And what the hell is this line? Oh, this is copper overflow from the new main bus. Anyway, yes, so I'm going to end the episode now. In the next episode, I'm just going to probably set up basically the rest of my CPU processing, because it's like 80% done or 90% done, and it also produces some of the things that are required for to finish the gems. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.